global cities. It is suggested have more interconnectedness with other cities and across a transnational field of action than with the national economy. Global cities are also said to share many of the same characteristics because of their connectedness and share experiences of globalization. It is also a city that has a significant influence on the global economic, cultural, and political landscape. In addition, a global city can be defined as a city whereby the globalization concept has gained roots and people from diverse cultures are present in that particular city and they live like a community without conflicts. To get the real meaning of global city, the term globalization is divided with particular regards to planned geographic location that enhance global activities, formations, and facilitations. Under global city, the connections binding it is said to have an undeviating and substantial consequence on global dealings, mainly the way of life of different people and politics in that city. Globalization can be defined as a trend towards a more integrated global economic system that occurs with increased disregard for national borders and state borders.
Some of most commonly identified examples of world or global cities are London, New York, Tokyo, Paris, and Hong Kong. Also known as world important cities, a place which takes advantage of globalization, places which can play a leading role in global world. Yung London, New York, Tokyo, Paris, and Hong Kong. Ito yung mga kilala sa mga kabilang na lugar bilang world important cities dahil isa sila sa mga lugar na nakikinabang sa globalization. So in terms in globalization, yung mga lugar na yon ay may pasok talaga sa globalization. Tulad na lang sa London, yung major active business sa London is stock exchange, transport industry, real estate businesses among others. Then yung nako-contribute ng London to globalization is London is one of the world's leading international business service centers. It is the headquarters base for more 500 companies than New York, Paris, and Hong Kong. Yung London din is the most common destination for foreign direct investment in Europe. So, why does London belong to global city? Because it is century through which not only many people travel but many others stay. Londoners speak over 300 languages between them and belong to a large collections of different faiths. London's ecosystem provide access to growth capital, policymakers, infrastructure, world-class universities, and talent all in one city. Why does New York belong to global city naman? Because the universities. New York is home to many universities such as Columbia University, New York University, etc. New York is a global center for the television, music, and newspaper industries. New York is a major center for international affairs. So, yung sa Tokyo naman, kung bakit consider yung Tokyo as a global city. Because Tokyo became a global city consisting of flexible, specialized industrial district and multinational Japanese companies, both of which were mediated to global economy. Especially, Tokyo enjoy a high global reputation for a huge market, wealth of potential business partners, and human resources, protections of intellectual properties rights, and convenient transport network. So, why Paris considered a global city? In imagination and in fact, Paris is a quintessential global city. It has been one of the world's most visited places for centuries, and its economy prospers today thanks to well-educated workforce, modern infrastructures, and global niches and creative industries, business services, and tourism. What makes Hong Kong a global city? Hong Kong is among the world's most services-oriented economies, with services contributing over 90% of gross domestic product. management, tourism, food and beverage, trade and logistics, architecture, design, marketing, healthcare, creative and cultural industries.
What is Global City according to Saskia Sasin? Global cities emerge as a new kind of economic center from which the world economy is managed and serviced. These globalized urban centers generate a strong demand for new immigrant labor. Tinalakay ni Saskia Sasin ang kanyang pananaliksik sa mga pandaigdigang lungsod, isang terminong nilikha niya upang ilarawan ang mga lungsod kung saan ang sari-saring proseso ng globalisasyon ay may mga konkreto at nakalocalize na anyo. Tulad ng ipinaliwanag niya, ang mga lungsod na ito ay naging strategic sites for a whole range of new types of political, economic, and cultural powers.
Why study a global cities? Globalization is spatial. This statement means two things. First, globalization is spatial because it occurs in the physical spaces. Second, globalization is spatial because what makes it move is the fact that it is based in places.
In the years to come, more and more people will experience globalization through cities. In 1950, only 30% of the world lived in urban areas. By 2014, the number increased to 54%. And by 2050, it is expected to reach 66%. Globalization is the reason for the increase in the number of people living in urban areas.
Today, global cities become culturally diverse. In a global city, one can try cuisines from different parts of the world. Because of their large Turkish population, for example, Berlin and Tokyo offer some of the best Turkish food one can find out of Turkey.
Global cities conjure up image of past place, existing composition, lifestyle. Global cities create winners and losers. They can be sites of great inequality and poverty as well as tremendous violence. Moreover, in the cities with extensive public transportation system, people tend to drive less and thereby cut carbon emission.
Importantly, because the massiveness of city populations across the world, it is not surprising that urban areas consume most of the world's energy. Cities only cover 2% of world's landmass, but they consume 78% of global energy. Therefore, if carbon emissions must be cut to prevent global warming, these massive energy consumptions in cities must be curbed. This action will be required a lot of creativity. The major terror attacks of recent years have also targeted cities. Cities, especially those with global influence, are obvious target of terrorists due to their high population and their role as symbols of globalization that many terrorists despise. The same attributes that make them attractive to workers and migrants make them sites of potential terrorist violence. So, dahil sa napakalaking population ng lungsod sa buong mundo, hindi na nakakagulat na ang mga urban areas ay nagko-consume ng world energy. Ito yung parang sila na yung nagbibigay ng pangalan sa lugar para mas makilala ito. Tulad na lang sa Paris, mas nagko-consume doon sa place na yun is yung iba't ibang places na pwede puntahan, lalo na ang Eiffel Tower na talagang binabalik-balikan ng mga terorista. Sabi din dito, yung cities ay nagko-consume lamang ng 2% ng world landmass pero sila yung mas gumagamit ng 78% ng global energy. Then dito din naman yung tinutukoy na carbon emissions ay ito yung mas kilala sa tawag na greenhouse gas emission. Ito yung galing sa gawa ng tao o human activities na nagko-cause ng climate change from burning fossil fuel such as coal, oil, and natural gases. So yung mga ganyan is mas common siya sa mga cities na lugar. So kung ang carbon emission ay dapat bawasan upang maiwasan ang mga global warming, ang napakalaking pagkukonsume ng energy sa mga lungsod ay dapat din pigilan. And yung mga cities, especially the global influence cities, is sila yung mga target ng terrorists dahil sa mga high population at dahil na din sa kanilang attractive places, or parang mas na-attract yung mga terrorists sa kupin ito at sila yung mag-lead sa bansa na yon. Pero di naman natin alam yung pinakang valid reason. So, nasa government na yung nakakalam nun kung ba't nila ginagawa yun. Siguro dahil na din sa ibang negative effect ng globalization ay marami na talagang nagbago maging sa mga rules and policy. So, baka dahil dun sa mga salungat sa policy, kaya sa policy ng bansa, kaya nila nagagawa yung mga ganong situation at kung bakit umaabot sa ganong situation.
Global cities, as note as this lesson, are site and medium of globalization. There are therefore material representation of the phenomenon throughout the we say the best of globalization. There are places that great and exciting position of culture and ideas. They are also places that generate tremendum of which, however, they remain site of great inequality where global servants serve global entrepreneur. The question of how globalization can be made more just is partly of vision of how people make their cities more just. Sa mga katuwid, ang material na representation ng kababalaghan sa pamamagitan nila, nakikita natin ang mga pinakamalaking globalisasyon. Ang mga ito ay mga lugar na lumilikha ng mga napakapanabik na pagsanib ng kultura at mga ideya. Ang mga ito ay lugar na din na lumilikha ng napakalaking kayamanan. Gayunpaman, nanatili sila site ng malaking hindi pagkakapantay-pantay kung saan naglilingkod ang mga pandaigdigan tagapaglingkod sa mga pandaigdigang negosyante.